Commercial now, more headlines and your response when we return. 6, we go on with some more headlines, this time from the Punch newspaper. Here it says, NLC faults fresh petrol price hike, says federal government insensitive. 89,000 Nigerians denied Schengen visa in 2 years, reports. Edo Tribunal, police tighten security as violence rises. Labour Party crisis, Obi Otis caretaker panel drags Abure before Supreme Court. All of these are on The Punch. You can go get details there. You would also find Niger explosion, Tinubu, Buhari, others mourn as death toll hits 86. Yeah, I heard that. And I saw this online. I was reading former President Buhari's press release regarding this. And there were people that were saying, oh, when we had explosion here in River State, we did not hear from you people. Nobody said, Nigerians were quick to compare. Nobody did this. You did not write this. You did not write that. But then you can't blame them. If it did not happen, it did not happen. And they'd say it as it is. If it happened, they would also say it as it is. But I'm pretty sure the presidency put out a statement when we had that explosion. First, I think the one at the LMA area. And then, yeah. I don't know if the one at the recent gas explosion. I can't tell. I can't remember for that one. But I'm pretty sure. I think that the press statement was released, and they had that tanker explosion that took a lot of lives. Well, there you have it. Some of the headlines on the Punch newspaper. On Facebook, we are streaming live. Yes, so you can participate. You can watch and listen to us at the same time from wherever you are, anywhere in the world. No excuses now. So all you need to do is log on to Facebook, or tell that friend or yours or a relative to log on to Facebook so they don't miss a thing. Search for Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's how you find us. Like the page, scroll down, you would see the Morning Crossfire live stream and be a part of it. Remember to drop your comments. That's very important, but ensure that the comments are short. And we need to get the share up. I know some of you are clicking on the share buttons, but we need more of you to click on the share button. So yes, go when you're on social media there on Facebook. Search the page, click on the share button as well. I would start with your comments on Facebook. Ogo Ojone Justice says, let me remind the FCT minister that the broken bottle has no mechanic. Continuous mentioning of peace accord, Mr. President, is not necessary. Sunday Aswa says, it's unfortunate that the FCT minister is still sounding battered. He should keep fighting a lost battle. Becca Omenegbo says the government is actually insensitive. We were told the forces of demand and supply was going to play in the market. Now that they are selling a small drop in petrol price, government is increasing it. Christian Williams says, despite hardship facing Nigerians, government are still increasing petrol price. Stephen Igbiki says, on the news this morning, I heard FCT, please, we don't need him in River State. I wonder why the increase in international crude here in Nigeria, we suffer it. Why? Nigeria importing crude? I ask the same question, my friend. Our crude, I don't think our crude is in the international market. I mean, with regards to the consumption that we domestically use. And we have crude locally that we export to, per day. We have a quota according to OPEC that we have to meet. So if that goes out, whoever is in that market, the one that we're using locally, or is there something? Jeffrey Bekwe says Wike should stop causing conflict between the governor and the president through his political eye service. The reconciliation Wike is indirectly seeking for would never be of any good to Rivers State. Oh, so you're insinuating that he's saying what he's saying because he wants to cause issues between the governor and the president? Well, I can't reconcile with Governor Fubara, FCT Minister. Who cares? And Anobi Kachikesi. Thank God Ability says God made Governor Fubara, not Wike, as God made Wike the governor and not Amechi. Raymond Izialiko, death toll at Niger explosion is indeed a sad one. My heart goes out to the families that lost their loved ones. Really sad. Alary Spiff says, Andrew, good morning. The governor has moved on without the FCT minister, so please let him move on too. It is what it is. He's watching from Ishoko. Thank you very much. Please, Very important too. Endeavor to include where you're watching from on Facebook, okay? On YouTube as well, do the same. Nigeria Info PH. Blessed Ola says FCT minister said he won't reconcile with the governor. The FCT minister has lost structure already because Rivers State Citizen says yes to the simplified government. Agaba Ferdinand, as long as life isn't better for Nigerians, government has failed totally. FCT minister should stop being a medicine interloper. Ferdinand, you're watching from Woji. Despite all these deaths, people will be scooping petrol anytime tank falls or there is a light. Sadly, as sad as it is, that's what people will do. Says what the masses are going through is ID. I think I should stop it since the games are okay, the two of you have said this thing now. All right. Those are some of the comments so far. Let's see if I can take two more. Irags says Nigeria is a lost entity. Everything about this country is in shambles. Patrick Amadi says FCT minister ruled out the steps that could have resolved the crisis in Rivers State. To me, anyone that knows how to restore peace in the state should do so. Patrick Amadi. And Skillful Piro says, I don't understand the reason why NPC increased price of petrol. Though. Are we still importing crude? The FCT minister have already failed. King Boy, Ayana Ogu. All right, let's quickly go to the phone lines now. There's plenty of messages. So WhatsApp 08030306416. The number to call is 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0002. You can also get to us using the number 0817 923 0007. So any of these numbers gives you access to us in the studio. Remember to keep it very short, straight to the point, and very important, be civil in your contribution. All right. And this, I have to say this because it's a new trend I'm noticing among some of us, the callers. Let's please try to ensure that the contribution we are making is on the headlines either. Right? Thank you. Over to Bori now. Akanto is standing by. Akanto, good morning to you.
My friend, good morning.
Happy New Week. Very fine, thank you. Go on, please.
Now, the issue of increment of petroleum in Nigeria is suffering under this democracy, under Tinubu. And I want to ask, I don't know if that Tinubu have people who are monitoring the increment in petroleum products. Nigeria is about is a country that has so much mineral resources. Why are we perishing under this administration? Nigeria, federal government should wake up to their responsibility. And then the issue of Wiki talking all these things, I think it's unnecessary. The governor of Rivers State managed Bugara, I hit the ground running. Whatever thing Wiki is carrying on national television, talking, accusing. And let's ask, if he made a statement yesterday, in the next years to come, he will contradict the statement he made. And the Bami Wisaba is making a parliamentary statement on the governor of Rivers State. I think he is not neither in the chairman of National Youth Council of Nigeria. I think this is the same person that we came and handled somewhere a long time ago in Rivers State. When he came out to announce himself as chairman of National Youth Council of Rivers State, he was told, even in Kano local government where he is from, he was rejected. The former chairman of Kano local government by Alex Thomas manhandled him as my president. Only to make a dramatic speech today that the chairman of National Youth Council is to stop forward and make his statement against the governor of Rivers State.
All right, Temple is in a chair. Good morning, Temple.
Good morning, the very distinguished Femi Andrew.
All right.
The FCT Minister, Chief Barrister E.M. Wike, talking this morning, and I listened to him very carefully. But the very distinguished, if I may ask, they also, in his own camp or his own group, if I may put it that way, had their matters in court. Based on the resolution, the 8-point agenda, did they, in their own part, do the needful in withdrawing all the matters they have in court? Or did they think that my governor is the one that didn't learn work well before opening a workshop? Because if my governor never learned to by now, his workshop would have been closed down. The very distinguished Femi Andrew, I want to tell the FCT minister that if at all there is a way for us to come together, it's not a bad idea. But as it stands now, our governor has moved on. But looking at the issue of the petrol, where the NSC on their own part is also lamented. As a country that the NNPC has told us that our oil refineries is up and doing, Are we supposed to be experiencing from the international market forces? Because the last time I checked, these are the advantages they told us that if our own start working, all this forest and the impediment and the landing cost will not be there again. So what is really happening now? And at the same time, I want to commend the Onisha of Igbo Kingdom, XN Amechi, for always, taking proactive measures in ensuring that calm return to Omako community. And I also want to appeal to him, sir, you need to do more. Because we cannot continue looking at what happened in January 1st between Degram and Ime. I think some kind of drastic measure need to ensure that peace is restored, not just in Igbo, but in the entire Igbo Kingdom. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0002. Adeka Ono says reconciliation is good for the progress of the state. Anthony Ogbe says in economics we have laws of comparative advantage where you leverage on what you produce and make life better and easier for your people. But in our country, these laws don't have bearings. Our liberation will come someday. Tony Ogbe from Boni. The chiefs in Echie land should stop land grabbing in that land. Fidelis Ademowa. Someone says the FCC minister failed already. That's King Boy, Ayana Ogu from Echie. On WhatsApp, we have several messages coming in. Let's see how many we can look at. For those who do not have the WhatsApp number, it is 0809-030-6416. Okay, in economics, okay, I think we already took that on Facebook. Tony Ogbe, that's from you. It's already a lost battle. The FCT minister should stop dragging Mr. President into the crisis in the state. God has already taken care of River State. Matthew Sam sent in this one. Another one says the presidential so-called peace accord was one-sided. That is the reason why the governor could not implement it to the latter. All right, let's go to Rumo Kuta now and hear from Chima. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. STV.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm going to dedicate my matter today on the FCC minister. First thing, I am very happy that what we did yesterday is that it assured most of us, because people are having some kind of doubt because of what Mr. Akin started some previous days ago. That's what to show us that this whole battle is not about River State. It's about the state that has told the office before. I've been listening to the governor lately, how the state government has been speaking, how the state is such a person. Now, I want to make you understand that this is not even the first time it has even happened, second time. How many are you going to be wounded by something before you learn yourself? Now, if you begin to say that the governor and the FCC minister matter have to be settled by handshake or whatever case may be, then who are we going to say that is right and who are we going to say that is wrong? How are we going to know whether the assembly members are actually defected, or how are we going to know whether the local government members are being elected? So the issue of the matter is integrity. A man that cannot stand with his thoughts as going to be the president, is he a man that you can still trust again? You can't trust that kind of person. The man that you have a secret couple in the house and he came out to come to blackmail you, how do you trust that kind of person? I have always said this, that the governor of our state, from the very first time that he was to us, they said he was humble. But I didn't see humbleness now again, because I know that we were deceived with arrogancy, because that was not humbleness. Now the issue here is that now, three facilities are state. And what we're talking about is that we cannot control such a man.
All right, let's go to Yenegua now. Thank you, Chima. Gift is on the line. We have to move on. Gift, good morning.
Good morning, Shemi Andrew.
You're welcome.
My capacity leader, as far as I'm concerned, Wike is not speaking from the both sides of his mouth or changing like Ogumagala, which is chameleon in the local palace. Let me put it to anyone who cares to listen, and listen very good. He has said it all. Which reconciliation too? If a president of a nation, the sovereign himself, came into this very matter and settled it, and at the end of the day, the governor reneged, are telling me who is that person that can settle it? It is only the law courts. The matters are there. Let's see the end. What will come of it? As far as I'm concerned, he has said it, and that is the gospel truth. What are you telling me? Somebody went to Aso Rock. You agreed as an elder, which is Dr. Peter Odile. He said it yesterday. From the beginning of the program to the end, I followed up. There was no light, but I used my phone through my DSTV. Watch from starting to the end through a news central. What are you telling me? You cannot do that and get away with it. I'm talking about law and no law. The man said what they agreed in that very 8-point agenda was withdraw your own impeachment. There was no time they asked anybody from the side of Chike Martins and Mewule to go to court to go and withdraw anything. The agreement is with you in the studio there. So that anybody who is saying, well, withdraw their case, that person is a big liar. There was nothing of such. I am doing this with all authority. If I am lying, call me out as a liar.
All right,
Then they came to their own side of the bargain. This governor refused to do it because people came out as King Kong telling him, don't do it. You are the governor. You are the Messiah. You are the all and all. If you do it, this will happen. We will never allow you. I followed them. In fact, there was a time he kept quiet. They were even denying that he never signed that. David Briggs came out. He was the one who said whatever thing he said. They should continue to enjoy what they never even saw. They are reaping from it. But at the end of the day, when the Lord speaks, all this noise will get...
All right, Gift, thank you very much.
Disappear.
Thank you, Gift from Yenegua. The Chief Sidikbo Kingdom should end land grabbing activities. This is Fidelis Lemowa. Ifeanyi Chukwu says, good morning. Apart from the lamenting from the FCT Minister, what can the public say that they picked up from what he said yesterday? Patrick Amadi says, my question to King Amaechi is, what has he done or been doing that allows this problem to linger at the level of his kingdom? There's more work he has to do in the Igbo kingdom. Patrick Amadi. Another one here from Adolphus Joel says, the battle for survival. More children turn to refuse dump for daily bread. This is very pathetic. President Tinubu, APC-led government should address this hunger and hardship. God will fight for Nigerian children. Elder Adolphus from Degema. Thank God Ability says, I've heard FCT, did I hear the FCT minister saying that he ruled out any reconciliation move between him and the governor? To reconcile with someone is not by force. The governor should move on with his life as well. This one says, Blessed Allah from Alu. It's already a lost battle, so the FCT minister, that's why he said he cannot reconcile with the governor. FCT minister, if you don't know, the governor has moved on. Okay. Another one here says, despite the hardship, government still increasing petrol price, even after telling us that our refineries are now working. For me, this is pure definition of wickedness. Christian Williams from Igbo Eche. 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0003. If you're having difficulties getting to us with the phone lines, you can send WhatsApp messages or join us on Facebook Live at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Ferdinand Nwodo says on Facebook, Wike a push for state police when he was governor today has changed his mouth. Is that the character that the nation needs? I have told people to stop listening to the FCT minister. Chi Precious says FCT minister should rest and allow the governor to continue his good work. To the Omuma chairman, God bless him for making the good and bad people of Omuma happy again. Wonsu Precious. Stanley Nonso says, how can the FCT minister make the president more powerful than the constitution? Which peace accord is that he's talking about? Patrick Amadi says, my question to King Amaechi is, okay, I think we had that already on WhatsApp, so we can't take that again on Facebook. So yes, on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Odinaka Oike says, recent increase in price of petroleum products clearly shows that the government does not care for the suffering of the masses, even when we have Dangote and Port Harcourt refinery in operation. Don't forget to add Warri refinery. I told you people that time now, I felt like I was a prophet of doom. So fare will come to 500. It's like, I would love to be proved wrong. I would so love to be wrong. But unfortunately, I don't think I would be. Ida from Nkoro says, I want to tell the former governor that the governor does not want to go back to the president for settlement. There is peace in the state under the governor. Rivers State is booming because of Governor Fubara. That's Ida from Nkoro. Confidence says, The FCT minister is crying foul. The way you buy the good, that is the way you sell. For PMS, Nigerians are in trouble because we will have a failed federal government-led administration. From Ozuzu Eche, confidence, you sent in that message. This one says, Andrew, good morning. FCT minister rules out possibility of reconciling with the governor. That is a welcome development. Kinsley, that's from you. TK says, please. If the president can advise the governor how to rule his state, the cries of Nigerians to the president on how to rule the nation from removing of subsidy, which one has he done? Since he can tell the governor how to govern, or has he listened to the people who have been telling him how to run the state? People are being hypocritical. TK, that's you asking that question. Ifeanyi Chukwu says, Wike, okay, I had that one before on Facebook already. It's just plenty. Chisom from Omagwa says, concerning the FCT minister and his outburst, I recommend he reads a copy of Who Moved My Cheese. He would learn how to come out this maze. This what? Okay, let's just leave it at you recommend that he reads Who Moved My Cheese. On Facebook, still some more messages to take. Hekerem Unity says, take Wike's statement serious at your own peril. He should carry the mic and sing the popular as he did with us. Fidelis Elemoa says, arrest land grabbers now to end land grabbing activities in Eche. Something that recently was huge in Obiakpo and now gone back to Eche. Let's quickly get JJ from Rumigbo. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Yep.
I don't know if it's my English that is not too good, but on that agreement I saw where they said all cases in court should be withdrawn. And at the end of the day, we know Martin Samewule and his group went ahead with their case in Justice Omotocho's court and saying that the governor would have returned to the president. Oh, the president don't get another work anymore. Nakarawa this side, Iswap this side. The president will now focus on only Rivers matter. I don't get it at all. So for me, if you say you are not reconciling with the governor is bored with that now. He's working, developing Rivers State. That's what they ask him to do, not to come reconcile with you. But I pity Bani this morning, who said he's the National Youth Chairman, because his people have left him behind and they have moved on with the development of Rivers State. And at the end of the day, I know that he's just waiting for his stomach infrastructure. But Sule Amakri, I'm not happy with you this morning that for after how many days or weeks that there's fire in your local government due to oil spillage and all those put together, you are telling me that you don't know the cause, but you don't know if it is bunkering or not. For me, I know it's not bunkering, but I know that those pipes are rotting, are getting old, in collaboration with the bombing of the Air Force and all those put together, would have been a possible cause of that fire out there. So go out there and check what's happening so that you can relate with your people on that matter. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Another question would be that line, which company runs that line? Is it that their system is not telling them that, there's a rupture somewhere and this is what's happening? Daniel from Imogate, unfortunately, we don't have enough time to take your call, so we'd have to move on to a commercial. Afterwards, business news at 7. Good morning.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.